Hey there, and welcome to a new channel video. Totally brand new, I have to show you the first FNIRSI soldering station, the DWS-200. I think that the DWS should be the short name for digital welding station, and the 200 refers to the 200 watts power, but I'm totally guessing here. But anyway, the official box designation is Precision Intelligent Soldering Station. As I referred previously, this is the FNIRSI first soldering station, and I'm pretty curious of what they created for us. The latest FNIRSI devices in this area, the USB smart soldering irons, are pretty good, so I have big expectations for this device. Let's take out of the way the disclaimer part. So this device was sent for this review without any cost for me, and no payment was done by FNIRSI to produce this video. And they will see it at the same time you will when it's published on YouTube. With that said, I would like to leave here a big thank you to FNIRSI for sending these devices for review, allowing me to produce these videos. But I want to thank you also, my viewer that used the affiliate access links in the screen for your purchases on AliExpress or Amazon. You pay the same, but by using these links you are helping the channel and sponsoring the production of these videos. A big thanks to you also. Without further ado, let's see the key features. So let's see what is delivered in the box. It comes in this carton box, not the retail box that FNIRSI has accustomed us to see. We have still the technical parameters. We can see it is a 200 watts soldering iron station, and it uses 210 or 245 tips. So inside, what do we have? Let's open it. Okay, we have some instructions in here, and the soldering iron main unit, the handle holder, the power cable European version, one handle cable holder, and the wire to connect from the soldering iron to the handle holder, one KU knife-shaped tip, and a multilingual colored user manual. So as first impressions, the finishing is quite good. This unit is all plastic. In terms of buttons, they are rubber. They have a very good feeling. We have a channel button, settings button, power button, and the selector buttons left, right, and the OK or mod button. On the top, also in rubber or a plastic type like rubber, we have the tips holder, and you can save the tips. Let me take it out and put it like this on the holder, so it will stick here and will not come out. Yeah, that's it. Let me take this out for now. Okay, we have this connector here. It says that it's for a robotic arm. Let me see if I can take out to show you. Yeah, so we have this connector on both sides. In this side you have the same connector, and it says in the manual that is for a robotic arm, but to be honest, let me show you. I don't see anything in the manual after that to indicate what this is all about. Yeah, it says robotic arm interface, but I didn't see in the manual. Maybe I miss it. I didn't see anything else talking about this robotic arm. So anyway, you have some kind of expansion port on both sides. So in the back you have the IEC connector with a fuse. You have also the handle connector and a USB Type-C connector for firmware upgrade. In here it's the Hibernate handle connector, and this allows you to connect to the holder, the handle holder, to know when the handle is on the stand or not. And finally, you have the power switch. Okay, that's it in the back. On the bottom, you have 4 rubber feet that will give some stability to this. The handle holder is mainly plastic. I believe there is some structure in here of metal because it has some weight. This part in the top is all metal. The part that is in contact with the heat from the handle. We have the normal plate for tip removal and also for helping to fix a new tip. This little tip cleaner here, I prefer much more this one to the ones that uses that curly metal thingy. I think this one works much better, but let's see, let's test it after. Okay, on the right side you have this adapter to put the cable holder like this. I will assemble this in a bit. On the back you have also the same socket for the hibernate connector and also the rubber feet in the bottom. The first thing that I will assemble is the connector for the handle. We have to screw this to fix it better. We have then the connector for the handle holder. And finally, we have the power. Okay, on the handle holder, we will just connect this one. You need to do some pressure to make it enter. And okay, we are set. Now is the time to talk about this video sponsor, PCBWay. I always use PCBWay for creating my boards with a professional factory quality, as you saw in my millivolt voltage reference board. It is very cheap to manufacture your PCBs on PCBWay. You can manufacture 10 PCBs for only $5. How awesome is this? And it is pretty easy also. Just insert here the PCB dimensions and you'll have an instant code. So when you want a PCB, visit PCBWay to get your code, and if it is your first time ordering from PCBWay, you can use our access link for a $5 credit. And don't forget, they also have component assembly service, 3D printing service and much more. Before we start doing anything in here, let's first take the film out. Okay, let's grab it and yeah, like this. Very nice. Ooh, much better. Okay, so I will now power this and see what we have in here. Okay, it's powering up. First of all, it's in Chinese and it's complaining that we don't have a tip. Okay, I will put this and okay, it's immediately, yeah, it's immediately powering up and we have a very nice screen, very bright. And let me reposition the camera so I can show you better. I have repositioned the camera and we have now the soldering station in this hibernate mode, so it's on 115 degrees. This is the time of operation, I think, and it's all in Chinese. Let's do something here. Okay, settings seems to work. Let's see if I can find the settings for the language, because Chinese will not do for me. Here we have it. Oops. Okay, move. Okay, and let's try this one to go back. Nice. Much better. Now we have the current temperature and this is the sleep time. Yeah. Left until standby. Okay. We are in hibernate, and when this time comes to the end, it will enter standby mode. So let's access again the settings and we will start by that zone. Okay, this first page is the temperature settings. In this first box, it's the temperature increments. Okay, right now you have increments of 5 degrees, but you can, oops, not like this. select again, and you can increase this, for example, of 10 degrees increments. Okay, I will leave 5 for now. And also you have the temperature lock. If you do a temperature lock, you will not be able to change the temperature manually in the main screen. I will show you after, but I will leave it also off. On the second page we have the sleep settings. We have here the temperature of sleep. For that you can set the temperature from 100 degrees to a maximum of 200 degrees. By default it comes at 115 degrees. Yeah, let me take it there. Oops, too much. Okay, 115. You have also the screen shutdown and the standby switch on or off, and the standby time, that is 30 minutes. So you saw that counter on the beginning. It's here where you define the settings. The third page is the presets already defined. So you have, they call it in here shortcut temperature. Yeah, so you have a 300, 330 and 360 presets. Those values are more or less normal. Let's see the next page. Okay, we have the temperature calibration. So we have 150, 250 and 350 degrees for temperature calibration. And what they say in here is, after selecting the corresponding temperature gear, place the soldering iron tip in the calibration instrument and confirm to save it after calibration is complete. Okay, so we have, and I have one of those temperatures thermometers. We will check if it is okay, the temperature, and if not, we can calibrate it here to be more accurate. Okay, next we have the brightness of the screen. I think we can see everything in the screen, so I will leave it, but I will lower this beep a bit because I think it's too loud. Yeah, like this is better. Yeah. And we have this Celsius or Fahrenheit also definition in here. Finally, we have the system language. We already saw the change of this. Factory reset, and yeah, and we are back to the beginning. So in terms of settings, that's it. Let me go back. Okay, and I will now move this a bit to the front so you can see also this indicator that is always flashing. And if I take, for example, the tip out of the holder, you can see here right now. Yeah, I don't quite understand what is the function of this, if it's synchronized with the power in here or it's just an animation. Okay, anyhow, I will put the temperature a bit lower because I want to talk a bit about the screen. Okay, like 150, and I will stationate this in here. Okay, so in terms of the screen, you can see here that he defines that the tip is of the type F245. Let me bring this again to closer. You can see it's the F245. Also, you have here the temperature indicator with this temperature bar, defining 115 degrees Celsius. The current temperature is dropping because I put it in a lower temperature. On the right, we have the sound notifications icon. Also, if it's heating up or not. It just started to heat up. And I will try to come here to the brightness, set it a little low so you can see better the colors. I think this will be okay. Yeah, this is a dark red in here, also in this one. So it will show that the temperature is heating and if you have or not the temperature lock activated. Okay, that's cool. Now, how do we select the presets? Okay. Oh, we have several. Okay, so we have channel preset 1, preset 2, and preset 3. Very nice. And go back to 1. Again, you can manually change the temperature. Let me take to 100 degrees. And so we have the presets in here, okay, or the shortcuts, how they call it in this soldering station. And you have here the power bar that will increase according to the power usage. Okay, and if you press modes, so you have a mixed mode with the temperature graph and the temperature on the screen, or if you prefer, you will have the temperature only in a very small form factor in here, and the temperature and power usage will be shown in this graph. I will take it now to 300. As you can see, the power usage was increased while the temperature rises. And yeah, this is really fast to increase the temperature. Really, really fast. Okay. So, and again, you are back to the main screen. Seems really easy to use. Really, really, really easy to use. We can shut down here in the power button. And okay, I have it out of the holder. It's hot because I was with 300 degrees. But since it's out of the holder, it will show you a message that the tip is not ready. When I put it in the holder, it will immediately detect and start working. What I will do now is do some testing with the temperature thermometer and also the tin test how many seconds it will take to melt the tin or the solder. Let's move on. For the temperature testing, I have already the DWS-200 on the left side and the S196 from SpotOn. That is my temperature for soldering stations and also hot air stations. Right now, what I will do is to set the temperature on the DWS-200 to 150 degrees, 250 degrees, and 350 degrees. Why those temperatures? Because those are the temperatures that we use for calibration. So let me power on. I think that I have, no, oops, I power off. Let's go again. Let me take this out. And yeah, the first temperature is already set. I think that we are there. Let's see what we get. Okay. 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, almost spot on. Yeah, 1 degree off. What? No, oops. Yeah, 150 degrees. So totally spot on. Very nice. I will take it now to 250 manually. Yeah. Okay, 250. Let's see what we have in here. 39, 41, 42. It takes a bit to get there, but okay. Give it time. It has 7 degrees difference. Not bad. It could be better, but and 350 degrees now. 30, 50 degrees. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, let's give it a time to get there. 37, 38. Yeah, this one has a little difference. Maybe I'm on the wrong spot here. Yeah. Okay, so this needs a little bit of calibration. Let's do that. Okay. like this mode. We are in the 350 degrees, and what we need is to increase a bit the temperature. Okay, I think that's too much. Let's bring it down a bit more, and we should be at 350. Spot on. Okay, that's what we want. Close, and yeah, spot on. Okay, let's get out of here. Now it's 2 degrees off, 1 degree off. Yeah, it's oscillating a bit, nothing serious. We are at 350 degrees. Okay, what's next? Next, let's bring it down to 250, and also I will bring it down to 230 because I want to increase the temperature after. Let's see when it reaches 230. Okay, so the DWS-200 already says that it's at 230. The thermometer is more or less at the same temperature. Yeah, a 5 degree off. So let's take it to 250. That's the desired temperature that I want. Okay, and it's at 45 degrees. Okay, no biggie. Let's take this to the calibration menu again and select the 250 degrees temperature. And what we will do is increase a bit until we get the desired temperature. Okay, 49 and 50. I think that we are there. Yeah, 51, 50. Let's call it okay. And right now we have a spot on or not. Yeah, a spot on temperature. Okay, very nice. Let's take it to 300 on preset. Okay, 300, 330. Yeah, seems okay. 1 degree off also, too, not bad. Good enough for me. And 360. Let's take it to 360. And is 2 degrees off. Okay, we can put this, to be honest, in a spot-on situation, but 2 degrees, 3 degrees, it's nothing in here. Okay, that's it for me. Now, as usual, I will do my large blob tests. For that, I will choose, let's say, yeah, the 360 degrees should be enough. Let's start by seeing what happens in terms of melting a large blob here, and yeah, it's already melting. No problems at all, as you can see. Just by touching at 360 degrees, melts immediately. So yeah, 200 watts in here really shows and really shines. Let's see this one. Yeah, okay, it's already almost liquid. Yeah, no worries. So let me take this out of the this board. I will solder in a new board. This is a very old board. It's already tested with a lot of devices with this board. So let's unsolder this wire. It will need a small time because this is a very large wire. Yeah, it has a very large gauge. Yeah, sometime here. Okay, it's already melting, but I want to melt everything. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. This is a win, totally a win. Okay, let's bring this one to here and see. I think this is I had that one in here, I clean it up, but it's so thin. It's not a very good board. Even so, let's try to see if I can do whatever I need here. Okay, I'm not even touching the solder, just the wire, and it's melting. Everything is melting as it is supposed to. Okay. Yeah, I even got some out here. Okay. Seems nice. Let's do the second one. Just a moment. Yeah, it has to heat up a bit. Just give you a moment. And we should be all right. Yeah, it's already melting the solder. No issues at all. A small amount from the other sides. Yeah, and we are done. Okay, that's it. A small blob in here. Let's see how it goes. No problems at all. Okay, I think this is a win. Let me now show you the cleaning of the tip. I will melt this blob again. Okay, and we should be with solder, yeah, on the tip. Let's now see how it is to clean the tip. Yeah, it seems to work pretty well. The tip is clean. I like more this brush kind of cleaner than the curly ones that has curly wires in it. As you can see, it's totally clean, no issues at all with the tip. Okay, let's continue. On the screen you have already the handle with a bit of thin around it. So this test is quite simple. I will power the soldering station and start heating up, and let's see how much time it takes to melt the tin. Okay, so I'm ready, let's do this. Okay, it's saying that we are ready, let's press OK. Okay, that's it. Since I will only be able to count the time in the editing, you should have it by now on the screen. Let's move on. And now is teardown time. Okay, here we have it. We have the power supply on this side. Seems we have here the transformer, some caps, and nothing much going on here. Okay. As I said before, I'm just opening this so you can take a look on what's inside before buying, if that's your intention. Let me bring this to the front camera. Okay, let's take this out of the way. And here you have it. We have a few caps, 4 I think, and also a tantalum. Yeah, 2 MOSFETs, 2 big ones with a heat sink. Yeah, nothing much going on in here. Okay, you have here the version of the board. T12? 24, 12 volts, okay. Yeah, that's it. In terms of the main processor unit, you have it there on the middle. Yeah, you have the connection for the LCD or the screen, and that's basically about it. And we have also here on this side what seems to be a serial connection or connector. We have receive, transmit, clock. So yeah, nothing much going on here. Then I'm not even going to put this under the microscope. Just take a look, and yeah, that's it. One more thing, I already take the cap. So this connector here on the top doesn't seem to have anything connected inside, so not sure what is going on about it. Yeah, I would like to know what these connectors are for, to be honest. Okay, nothing much to talk about it. I'm going now to close this and wrap up this video. Wrap up time, and let me again start with the price. You can find it on AliExpress FNIRSI official store at 137 euros, and this should be around $148 for the base version that comes only with one tip. It doesn't matter if you are buying the C210 or the C245, the price is the same. But for a few extra bucks you can have 3 or 6 additional tips, depending if you are buying with the C210 or C245 handle. In terms of tips, to use the T245 or the T212 tips, you just need to buy a different handle. For the quality of the equipment, I personally find the price okay, considering the competition of devices like Ixon T3A or T3B soldering stations. With these 5 buttons, the operation is very simple and easy to work. You start working with it almost immediately, and the learning curve is very flat. The design is good, as it is also the quality. While the only part that has metal on it is the handle holder, you don't have that feeling of cheap quality while working with it. Talking about the handle holder, I like it very much. It is stable, has a good design, and the solution that they found to clean the tip is very good. It's this metal brush that you pass the tip over it, and it works really well. So this, for me, is one of the best solutions. I like the information that is given on the main screen. It's clear and easy to read. The switch between presets is also very easy to use. The addition of temperature and power graphs is in line with other options in the market, but still is a nice detail. The display itself has a very nice image, very sharp and clear, and the inclination is enough to let you see perfectly what is going on the display. If I have something to point out in this setup, it will be that the handle should connect directly to the handle holder and not to the soldering station main unit. An example of what I think it's a good setup is the Ixon T3B, where the handle holder will connect directly to the main unit and the handle will connect to the handle holder. This allows us to have the handle holder near the working area, while the main unit is a bit apart, not taking space in your working area. But this is just a personal preference. It's not a deal breaker, and I do understand that this might increase the final price of the product. I was really happy with the temperature precision of this soldering station. As you saw in the temperature tests, it was very accurate. Initially it has a little gap between the desired temperature and the real one, but after calibration it was spot on. I believe that was one of the best temperature accuracy tests that I've made here in the workbench. The general experience was good. Expectations were met, and I think this is another nice release from FNIRSI. If you think the same and are considering to buy one, please consider also to support the channel by using the affiliate access links on the screen or in the video description for your purchases on AliExpress or Amazon. You will pay exactly the same, but will be sponsoring the channel with a small affiliate fee that I will receive. Thank you so much for your help. And remember, if this video was useful to you in any way, please slap that like button and help me spread the word. Every week I receive brand new products to review, so if you want to keep a tab on what is released to the market, consider subscribing. That's it for today. Thank you for the time you passed with me, and I hope to have you again on my next video. Until then, take care.